Hi guys, JP from FSiPanel. Are you tired of losing time preparing your cockpit and your aircraft to practice approaches and landing? Well, if that's the case, FSiPanel is here for you. I will demonstrate today in real time how easily and how fast you can start flying your approaches using FSiPanel 2020 Standard Edition and the Flybywire A320. The procedure is exactly the same for the Headwind A330 if you are flying this aircraft. So let's jump in the cockpit and see the steps required in order to fly a quick approach. And before I forget, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Let's jump in the cockpit. Alright, here we are in the cockpit of our A320, and as you can see, I haven't changed anything. We have the altimeter in inch of mercury on both sides, even though we are sitting now in Gatwick, runway 26 left. And we have a standard value on the FCU. We have nothing in the box. And the flaps are 1. Well, I just loaded the aircraft basically on the runway in Gatwick 26 left. So what you have to do, load your aircraft in the airport where you want to fly. Make sure you have the engines running. Make sure your IRS are aligned. And now you're clear to go. One thing you want to do is to load your aircraft so that you can experience landing and approaches with different weight. So in order to do that, use the EFB, go to payload, and enter the amount of passengers you would like today on board. So let's say I would like to practice landing with 140 passengers today. I will just select instant for the boarding, and that's it. My boarding is done. For the fuel, 5 tons is enough to practice here in Gatwick. So I'll just select something like 5 tons. And again, instant, and I have the fuel. So that's basically the only things you have to do before starting FSiPanel and prepare the approach. And from there, you will see in real time how long you need to be fully configured on short final in Gatwick. All right, let me start FSiPanel and I show you that. All right, here we are. FSiPanel has just started. You can see that Gatwick has been detected, runway 26 left, and we have to check as well that the correct aircraft has been detected, which is the Flybywire A320 Neo. If this is not the correct runway, feel free to change it to any runway you would like to practice. For now, for today, I will show you a short final runway 26 left in Gatwick. We will not go into the extended way to select the position. We just use the quick position button. So I'm going on a short final. I get the summary right there. So we are going to fly an ILS runway 26 left. We should be at 4 nautical miles and the altitude should be 1200 feet MSL. By default, we are landing flaps full. Let's say you'd like to practice a flaps 3 landing today. Just click on flaps 3 and that's it. And now we are ready to go. I will click on move aircraft and we will see together what happened in the simulator and how long it takes to be ready to fly your approach. All right, here we are. The first thing you will see is the flaps. The flaps are set to flaps 3. And you will see that the FCU will be set as well. And the initial part of your MCDU is programmed. So here FSiPanel is just setting Gatwick to Gatwick. So we have a reference for our computers. And then once this is done, you will get the next instruction, which is basically to set your thrust lever to climb the tent. So as you can see, nothing is set properly right now in the cockpit. And FSiPanel has just set the flaps to 3 as we want to do a flaps 3 landing. And the instruction now is to set the thrust levers to climb. So let me put my thrust lever to climb. Here we go. And now we have to wait. So the aircraft will be static, the speed will be increasing, and this is completely normal on that aircraft with FSiPanel. So just stand by. Even if you see the aircraft moving a little bit like now, do not worry, we are just waiting for 130 knots. Indicated airspeed on the speed selector here, on the speed tab, sorry. So you will see at 130 knots, we will go in the air and FSiPanel will start working. Do not interfere with the process, just watch the show. So here we go, 130 knots. We are in the air. You can see the modes inserted into the FCU. 1200 feet vertical speed. We have 145 for now on the speed. And now FSiPanel will take care of your MCDU. So now we are entering the altitude, 1200 feet. We are going to make sure that the weight is inserted properly. Then we need to select the correct approach. So we are on runway 26 left as we want to fly an ILS. So the ILS 26 left will be selected. Then we need to activate the approach. 1000. So that will be done just now. And finally, we insert the weather information, 1010, that's the QNH. Temperature and the wind will be inserted into the MCDU. We are doing a conf 3, so you can see that conf 3 has been selected as well. Now the approach is activated and FSiPanel has set manage speed. Now we are waiting for 1200 feet, that's it, and we get the message aircraft is ready to fly. So basically now you are, as you can see, in a position freeze. Feel free to change anything if you want to change your auto brake, if you want to go ahead and set a minimum, if you want to change your configuration for flaps. Now it's the time where you can basically do whatever you want. You're not interfering anymore with FSiPanel. So you could even climb in static if you want. So do whatever you want now. And whenever you are ready to fly, you just need to hold your brake for 3 seconds, or on that aircraft, switch the beacon light off to take control. So let me show you that. I'm going to switch the beacon light off. And then I have control. The aircraft is moving, so I will just arm the approach. Second autopilot if required. And as you can see, we have lock star. Glide slope is alive. We are within 4 miles. And FSiPanel has set the beacon light back on. So here you go. You can see glide slope is coming. And we just have to check the cabin. So let's call the cabin, see if everything is ready. And if we do the landing checklist, we have ECAM landing memo no blue. So basically you're ready to do your first landing. Once on the ground, you can just repeat the same approach over and over again. You will get a landing report and you will know how to master this aircraft. I hope guys you enjoyed this video. This is how to fly quick approaches using FSiPanel Standard Edition and the Flybywire A320. If you have any question or comment, drop it in the section down below, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you next time for another video. Bye bye.